This is Hans Kendrick. Excellent. He's been sculpting for us for quite a while now, actually, but it's taken until now to actually capture Hans working on something on camera. Now, what he's got on the turntable there, even though from a distance you can't suppose it looks like a headless corpse, it isn't, in fact. It is Steve Zodiac. As you can see, the head that's just coming towards me was quite frightening. So, something like Traitor's Gate. There you go, look, Steve Zodiac. And his cracking piece as well. And of course he's to accompany the Fireball XL5 piece that we're doing as well. So, you know, along with the Destiny Angel and the Angel Interceptor, that's certainly two couples that I'm sure will have a lot of appeal to those who are interested in Super Mario Nation. Have you enjoyed sculpting this one, Hans?
I have, yeah. It's been quite different, actually.
Yeah.
It's been a challenge. Changing materials. Yeah, it's been good.
Of course, Hans comes from a large company where he's sculpted many real animals, bulls, cattle, an awful lot of huge scenarios for a lot. I won't name the company, but it's his large company, and you've been working there for quite a while, and Hans, so you've got a large sort of like work history behind you.
This has been quite different.
Yeah.
I've just stepped out of my comfort zone, which is good because I always like a challenge. You know, challenge is good.
So you're enjoying working for us then?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's the main thing, isn't it?
Definitely.
Now also, Hans has brought in another piece today. So Hans, if you could put it on the turntable, matey, that'd be brilliant. So we can have a little look at it. There you go. This, for Wallace and Gromit fans, is our Christmas piece that we're producing this year, just to demonstrate how early on in the year we have to work ahead. Now, obviously there's an amalgamation of components at the minute, but when it's all put together, it'll basically be Wallace and Gromit singing Christmas carols. Well, Wallace will be holding a lantern, and Gromit will have his carol sheet, if you can look, pre-posed. So there you go. It'll be a very nice piece, and we've done very well with Wallace and Gromit over the Christmas period. Now, what Hans is holding in his hand there is a lantern. Now, we'll be actually casting that out of clear resin, and you will actually be able to see the candle inside it for added realism. So yeah.
There you go.
And so Hans will actually be doing other pieces for us. So even though this is the first time you've seen Hans, it will not be the last time.
Definitely not.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Hans.
Okay.
Okay. Right, I'm filming Antony for the third time. As Antony just pointed out previously, that when I was filming him, that I got the Dennis Laws mixed up on number 1 and 2, which is great. But
it's easily done.
It is easily done, but he didn't break into the film right until I'd finished it. So we trotted on for about 4 minutes until he said it's utterly useless anyway. He got it wrong, but never mind. What Anthony's working on here is in fact Dennis number 4. Now, to put that into some sort of explanation, we're actually releasing 6 Dennises this year.
No, that's number 5.
Oh, for goodness sake, you didn't take off the turntable, did we? Oh no!
I just said.
Oh, okay. Okay, you put
Take 3.
Okay.
Take, wait.
All right. Oh. Oh. Earthquake then, I think. Right. I'll do it again. This is actually Dennis number 4 on the turntable. We are actually celebrating Dennis Menace's 60th birthday by compiling and sculpting 6 separate Dennises over the 6 decades. Now, all of them have had different artists, right from the first chap that drew the first Dennis, and that was Dennis Law. We celebrated him again with Dennis number 2.
No, his name is David Law.
Oh!
Dennis Law.
This is not going well at all, this, is it? Oh, for goodness sake. I know it's running up and down though. It's running up and down those steps. I'm out of breath, so my brain's all frazzled.
I think the paper bit with the name on it would be funny.
Right, yes, okay. Dennis, Dave, all right, okay. David Law, who drew Dennis in the first instance. We celebrated him twice with a second piece, which we called The Tall Terror, because obviously David drew them in a slightly different, leggier style. And then a chap called David Sutherland took over from him. Yes, it's the world of the Davids. It really, really is. Because the fourth chap that, in fact, drew the Dennis that Antony's working on there is David Parkins. Now, weirdly enough, it jumps again. So the chap that's actually drawn the next one, Antony, if you'd like to put number 5 on the turntable. These are very, very rough, by the way. So these are early doors. They're nowhere near finished, but just to give you an idea what they look like. This is drawn by a chap called Nigel Parkinson. So it's David Law, David Sutherland, David Parkins, and then Nigel Parkinson. Yes, you're trying to remember
Highly
all that.
complicated.
It is very complicated. Nevertheless, this is Dennis number 5. Very early doors. If you could turn him slightly to the left, there he is with Nasher. Just for a little bit of comedy extra. The other piece actually is going to have a snake on it, so that too has got a little bit more personality to it. Antony has also completed the Calamity James and Ivy the Terrible pieces that will be part of our Collectors Club and Collectors Club freebies for this year. But he's also going to work on Danta 2, which will be our Christmas piece later this year. You look forward to that, Antony?
I am very much. I like Desperate Dan. He's a great character. One of my favourites.
Your props are falling apart now.
I'll leave it laying down. It won't fall again.
No.
One of my favourite characters, I think, from the Dandy.
Yeah.
One thing, when you're a little boy and you see the big, strong guy, you always think, I hope I grow up to be big and strong like that. And but equally, Dennis the Menace.
So you grew up wanting to look like Desperate Dan?
Not really when you look at my body structure. It hasn't quite worked out somehow.
Just as a matter of interest, Antony was the young lad running around with an orange glow around his body in the Ready Breck adverts in the 70s. That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, could have been.
And were you in the Finger of Fudge adverts as well? I think there's something like that.
Yeah, definitely not Desperate Dan.
No. But no, this is, I suppose, signing off for now. And yeah, more in the future, Antony.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.